I feel like if I had known these things when I was still in my 20s, I probably wouldn't have made all those mistakes that I made. I would have been able to avoid them. And perhaps my life would have turned out so much better. What's up, you guys? This is your wing lady, and I'm back today with another beautiful video. Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Wing lady is doing good. So today, it's not a perfume video, it's a different kind of video. I wanted to talk about things that I wish I knew when I was still in my 20s, because I clocked 30 in June this year. And then looking back, it was like a switch just opened up in my head. So if you're in your 20s, this video should help you. And if you're in your 30s, it should help you as well. So you'll be able to avoid at least some of the mistakes that I made and know this truth, so that moving forward, you'll be able to maneuver your life in a much better way than you are right now. The first thing is that you should live your life the way you want. I know everybody always says, don't care about what the world says, do your thing, live your life exactly the way you want, don't listen to the naysayers, don't listen to the haters. But is it actually that easy when you're in your 20s? I feel like that period of time, you are actively trying to please people around you. You are actively trying to prove yourself. You are actively trying to prove your worth, to impress. At that stage, you want to make an impression on people around you, not caring whether it is actually hurting you to do that, or you are borrowing someone else's personality just to be able to impress people and conform. If you're in your 20s, I will tell you right now, I know there's pressure. Yes, I know there's pressure to want to live like other people and to see all of these things on social media, especially lifestyle, and to feel as if you have to conform to a certain standard in order to be acceptable. I'm just going to tell you from someone who has been there, nobody cares. Nobody, literally nobody cares. When I was younger, I used to be very self-critical. In fact, I don't think there's anyone as self-critical and as self-loathing as I used to be. I used to hold myself to such an impossible standard, because I'll be like, if you do this, what will people say? If you wear this, what will people say? If you act like this, what will people say? I used to live my life for other people. I just used to want to belong. So much so that I lost myself in the process. So if you are still young, it is so easy to fall into that trap. I call it trap because I have fallen into it before. Do not care. Everybody is trying to figure out their life. Everybody is trying to figure out how to make money, how to find their identity, how to find what they are good at. Find your own without caring what the world thinks. Before I opened the YouTube channel, it was war between my heart and my head. Because I was thinking, if my colleagues at work see my video, what are they going to say? If my neighbors see my videos, what are they going to say? If my friends see my videos, what are they going to say? If my family members, my relatives, if they see my video, what are they going to say? Stop caring so much about what people are going to say. In the next 10 years, in the next 5 years, I promise you, nobody cares. And by the time you do whatever it is you're doing and you become successful, everybody will want to associate with you. So stop caring so much about what people think, about what people say. I can promise you, nobody actually cares. The second truth is the fact that where you are right now, what you have, every circumstance surrounding you right now, the situation that you are in right now, is a product of what you used to think about 5 years ago. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm wrong. Where you are right now is exactly where you were dreaming to be 5 years ago. And what you are dreaming about right now, you are going to accomplish it in the next 5 years. It's either you accomplish it and it matters, or you accomplish it and it does not matter. So whatever you are thinking right now, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want this so bad, I need this so bad. Think to yourself, in the next 5 years, is this actually going to matter? Is it actually going to matter at all in the next 5 years? Just think about that just for a second. Everything that is pressing on your heart so much right now, giving you anxiety, giving you depression, causing you sleepless nights, giving you overthinking. Think about it. In the next 5 years, is it actually going to matter? Because let me tell you something about me. I am the worst overthinker you have ever met. Literally. Things that would happen and things that will probably never happen, I have probably already thought about it in my head. I have played out the scenario in my head. I know how I'm going to react or how I'm not going to react. I overthink everything. Every single thing that has happened to me or that I've been able to do, I have overthought thunk at one point or the other. I think about things and play scenario over and over and over again. It's like my mind or my head is like a prison for me. I can't get out. I keep thinking about it, thinking about it. But ever since I learned that, would it actually matter in the next 5 years? I've toned it down. I've started to tone it down a lot. Those things that you want to buy right now, the bags, the shoes, the clothes, the material things, whatever it is, think about the next 5 years. Are they still going to be that relevant? Are they still going to give you this level of happiness that you are hoping to aspire if you get those things? If they are, then continue working at it. If they are not, you know what to do. Whatever you're thinking about right now is what you're going to be in the next 5 years. And whatever you thought about the last 5 years is where you are right now. The third truth is that your relationship with God is going to determine how your life will go. Now, let me tell you something. In Islam, we believe in destiny. We believe in fate, like things that have been written, predestined. And also in Islam, although we believe in destiny, that this thing has been written, there's also one thing that we have. It's called dua. It means prayer. Dua is that powerful weapon that you have, in that if your life is going a certain way, is going a certain trajectory, and you are not happy with it, you are not satisfied with it, you want things to change, you use dua. You pray. It simply means you pray. For example, let's say you have been destined to have 2 children in life. We don't know our destiny. We've never seen it before. But let's just say, as an example, you've been destined to have 2 children. But you really, really want to have 5 children. And so after you have the first one and the second one, and then you find out that no more children are forthcoming, what do? You dua. Dua is the only thing that can change your fate. That is to say, whatever relationship that you have with God is going to shape out how your life is going to play out. I know a lot of people don't really care about the spiritual factor, and that's fine. Everybody has what they believe in. But what do you stand to lose if you believe in God and you ask Him to help you? I mean, it's better than not having anything and having no one to ask for help, right? If you believe in God, that is one extra armor that you have against the world. And it's not even one extra, it's the major armor. But I'm just saying, if you don't have a relationship with God in your 20s, try having a relationship with God in your 30s and then see how your life will change. Even if you do not immediately get all of these things that you want, imagine the peace of mind. There's one thing that you have when you are close to God. You have it at the back of your mind that He's got me. Whatever situation is happening, whatever condition I am in right now, God does not hate me. He has me. I love Him and He loves me back. And let me tell you, the depression, the anxiety, the overthinking, the worrying, even if it does not leave totally, it will reduce. Because like I told you, I can overthink anything. But ever since I started handing it over to God, like, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. God, I give it to you. You handle it for me. My life has been better. And I wish I knew that, because in my 20s, I worried so much about irrelevant things, which would have played out so much easily if I had just let God take control. So just think about that. The next time you find yourself worrying so much about the future, about the past, about this, about that, hand it over to God. Go and pray. Firstly, you have a calm, you have a sense of peace. You have your anxiety and your depression will gradually leave you. Maybe not fully, but gradually there will be improvements. Just work on your relationship with God and see what happens. The fourth truth that I wish I knew when I was in my 20s is the fact that nobody is coming to save me. Nobody is coming to save you. It's not going to be like, oh, when I turn 25, magically things are just going to start aligning and then this is going to happen for me, that is going to happen for me. How many times have you made plans? Have you and I made plans and then the plan just falls through? How many times has that happened? How many times have you imagined that when I get here, this is just going to magically happen? Nobody is coming to save you. You need to take charge of your own future. Start now, whatever it is that you have in mind, because one beautiful thing about human beings is that everybody has a dream. Everybody has goals. Everybody has inspiration. There's something inside you that's your own and yours alone. And you have to act on that, because if you don't act on it fast enough, maybe someone else is going to do it and just going to be like, oh my God, I had the idea and someone else has done it. Now it's no longer my idea. Something like that happened to me. I won't say it really happened to me, but it's relatable. I always had this idea when I was young that I was going to make a spoon that resembled a shovel, because I had always heard of the saying called shoveling food into your mouth. So I thought, yeah, when I'm grown, I'm going to make a nice spoon and make it look like a shovel, so that when people are eating, they're going to have the feeling of shoveling food into their mouth. And then I come on YouTube how many years, and then I come on YouTube and I see that it's already existing. This mukbang, these Chinese mukbang people, they have that shovel spoon. They use it to eat cake. The day I saw it, my heart broke. And I was like, I thought about this. Why wasn't it me? Why wasn't it me? Chase your dreams and start now with whatever you have, with wherever you are right now. Don't wait until things get perfect. Don't wait until, okay, when I get to a certain age, then I'm going to start this. Or when I have this, then I'm going to do that. Don't wait. If you have something burning in your mind, something that you feel like you want to do, do it. The world is waiting out there for you. They are literally waiting for you to wake up. Wake up and do that thing. Start small. Wherever you are, whatever you have, whatever small thing you have, make something happen, because nobody is coming to save you. And at the end of the day, you're probably going to regret not doing it than doing it. Because if you have done it, at least you'll be able to say, I did it, it didn't work out. Because one thing that I personally hate the most is that feeling of regret. Like, oh my God, I wish I did this. It is terrible for me. So in order for me not to have that feeling, I do whatever my mind tells me to do at the moment. So I don't have any regrets. Start now with whatever you have. Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Wake up and get up. The fifth thing is that if you're a woman, if you're a lady, my ladies, come closer. The most important things for you ladies is financial security and health. And when I say health, I mean everything in between. Your mental health, your physical health, your wellness, your beauty, your soul, everything you need to take care of. As I turned 30, I realized that we don't actually have as much time as we think we had, because my 20s just went by. The other day I was checking out a laboratory test result and I was 19 as at the time I did that test, and I was like, I was 19? I was ever 19? I'm 30 years old now. How long has it been since I was 19? Ladies, financial security and health. Let me tell you one thing. It is nice. It is really, really nice to have a man that takes care of you financially, mentally, physically, everything, Kali. But there is nothing sweeter than spending your own money as a lady. There is nothing sweeter. If you earn your money, it means you can use it to buy whatever you like, no matter how silly or stupid it sounds. If you want to buy an underwear that glows in the dark, nobody is going to tell you, oh, that's ridiculous, that's a waste of money. No. Why? Because it's your money. If you want to buy shoes that clap, those clapping shoes, nobody's going to tell you, oh, it's a waste of money. Is it your money? There's nothing sweeter than having financial security. So whatever hustle you have to hustle it very well in your 20s. When I was growing up, when I was 19, 20, because I was so well taken care of by my dad, I never actually thought that you had to hustle or work or put in, effort to make money. The first job that I ever got, a writing job, if you Google my real name, you still find articles that I wrote for that company. So that first job that I had, it just came. One of my brothers, like online brothers, just said, you're a good writer. Would you like to write and work for my company? And I was like, I guess. I didn't actually understand the fact that people are actually hustling. So I was like, yeah, I guess. So I started that job. I wrote articles for them. I think as at that time, I was writing about 60 articles in a month. I did the job for around 4 to 5 months before my laptop packed up. That was how I lost that job. But for those months that I was getting paid, nothing was sweeter. Whenever the alert came in at the end of the month, I was like, who? Money has come in. There's nothing sweeter. There's nothing sweeter. The money that my dad was sending to me was not as sweet as the money that I was making myself, because then that meant I could go out, go buy some ice cream, go buy snacks just because I have money. So ladies, finances, get them in order. I know you're going to marry a rich husband and he's going to take care of you very, very well. Yes, I know. But have your own money. And then when it comes to mental health, take care of that. When it comes to physical health, take care of that. Because as a lady, maybe I'll make another video on that entirely, because ladies' physical health and wellness and beauty is a totally different topic on its own. As a lady, you must know how to take care of your physical beauty. You must be... another video will come, but just keep that in mind. The sixth truth is the fact that actions have consequences. Every single action that you take today is going to have consequences. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe in the next 5 years or 10 years. And when we are young, oh my God, sometimes we are so... I don't want to use an abusive word, but we are not mentally mature when we are young, and we don't realize that the actions that we take will someday have lasting consequences. We don't know when we are young. The mistakes that we make, we just cruise through life in our 20s and we don't realize that the 30s are coming. Let me tell you one thing about me. I have a sweet tooth. If something is sweet, you will find me there. You can catch me wherever there's sweet things. Cakes, drinks, candies, gummy bear. Sweet things are my favorite kind of things. But you know that when you ingest so much of sweet things, they have consequences, don't they? Yes, they do. I'm gradually managing my sugar cravings, and I wish I knew when I was younger to have started managing it at an early age. Maybe instead of eating junk food, I could have eaten a bit more healthier. Maybe, just saying. Maybe instead of lazing around all day, I could have started working out. If I had been working out and doing Pilates and all of that, I could have been fitter. So many things that you will think, I'm going to get away with it. You don't get away with it when you are 30. I have back pain now. I have back pain. Intense back pain at times. I didn't used to get heartburn before. I have heartburn now. There are so many things that are manifesting in my health now, and I'm like, my periods are still terrible. They are horrible. When it comes to that time of the month, the pain is intense. And I learned that is because we ladies take a lot of sugary things because of the cravings around that time. Every action that you take today when you're young is going to have consequences, whether you like it or not. So nothing happens by magic. If you didn't go to school, then you wouldn't have graduated. Okay, if you didn't pick a good man to marry, then you won't have a good man to marry. If you don't develop yourself as a woman, then you won't get to that high level where you want to be. Everything has consequences. So it's either good consequences or bad consequences, depending on your decisions and the actions that you're taking. So it's all left to you. You are the master of your life. Either you take good decisions that will better your life, or you take bad decisions that will hinder and hamper your life. Take charge of your life. Remember that everything you do today has a result. You don't get away with anything. You do not get away with anything. Take it from me. We just keep hoping and praying that the things that we've done in the past don't end up catching up to us. We just hope and pray. But actions have consequences. And if you are young, live a bit more carefully. The final thing for this video, and this is a mantra that I live by. I came up with it on my own because it has happened to me multiple times for me to have the sense. And that is the fact that lessons in life will be repeated until they are learned. Lessons in life will be repeated over and over again until you learn that lesson and you learn not to repeat those mistakes. If there's something that life is trying to teach you, you better listen. You better listen and actually learn that lesson. If not, it will be repeated over and over again until you learn. If you're someone that has a habit of doing bad things or indulging in bad things, at the end of the day, you found out that something happened because of those bad things that you did. And then you go again and do it again. You don't think that same thing that happened in the first time is going to happen to you? Huh? What is the definition of insanity? Is it not doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? Everything that life is trying to teach you, if you learn it early, you will save yourself a lot of heartache, a lot of trouble, a lot of pain. You will save yourself a lot if you learn those lessons. But if you refuse not to learn, life will keep teaching you the same lesson over and over again. If you're someone that trusts people so easily, so well, they will keep breaking your trust until you learn not to trust again. If you're someone that loves toxic people, they will keep showing you pepper until you learn not to love toxic people again. It's not your job to fix anybody. If you're someone that does not learn quick, life will keep dishing out lessons for you. They might be hard, they might be bitter to learn, but you will learn. It might take 5 times, it might take 10 times, but make it easy on yourself. The first or the second time life has tried to teach you something, learn that lesson and move on. Trust me, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th times are so much more painful than the first and the second times, and you don't want to be there. Trust me, you don't want to be there. If there's something that you've learned, learn it and hold it, and don't make that mistake ever again. So these are the truths that I wish I knew when I was younger, when I was in my 20s. Guys, let me know if you like more of this kind of content. There's so much I want to do, but I guess I'll just keep doing it as inspiration comes. So many things I want to talk about, and oof, it's gonna be so much fun. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, give it a huge thumbs up, and then subscribe to my channel for more of me. And until next time, you guys, mwah, mwah, mwah. Ciao.